So do you ever have those albums that just come along no matter when they were released and they just change everything for you? Like, you've been listening to all this music that you love and you know you love it and you know it all means so much to you. And then you hear this album and it changes everything. For me, that's Raw Power by Iggy Pop and the Stooges, or Iggy and the Stooges, or the Stooges, whatever you want to say. I walked into one of the local record stores in my town today, saw this on the wall, and I'm not even kidding, my jaw dropped. And I just want to talk about this album, and more specifically, this release today, just because it really surprised me. So, my story with this album, first of all, is about around a year ago, I was reading Dave Grohl's book, The Storyteller, and, I've heard of the Stooges, I've heard of Iggy Pop, especially being such a big Bowie fan, but I never listened to them. And in the book, Dave mentioned, I don't know exactly what he says, but he mentions how good the Stooges are and how much of an influence they had on him, and I Want to Be Your Dog, and all that stuff. And I do actually own the Stooges' first album, it's just over there. But he mentioned Raw Power, so about a day later, I went and listened to it, and it absolutely blew me away. I mean, the only punk I'd really listened to was Green Day. And yes, I still love Green Day, but this whole style of punk, this, and, the Sex Pistols, and the Ramones, and Black Flag, and all these other bands, it's totally different because it's older, obviously. And for me, the Stooges are still the best punk band out there, especially out of all those classic punk bands. They're my favorite, and I'd probably go with this album as my favorite punk album of all time, especially for the classic punk rock, you know what I'm talking about. And actually, a few months ago, probably within one of my first months of collecting, it was probably like 6 months ago now that I think about it, I had a version of this that was like a live one that they did in like the early 2010s, I think. I don't know the exact release, I'll put it on the screen. And it was like Raw Power played all the way through, but they switched around the song order and it was live, so the song order switching drove me absolutely crazy. I listened to it once and I went and sold it when I saw Moon Age Daydream, ironically. I just think that's a little funny connection there, but I just couldn't do it, and I'd heard that it was so hard to find this on vinyl, so when I saw it in the store, it blew me away. This one's cool. I don't know if this is like the popular release to have. This album cover is also just awesome, but it has the original 1973 mix, which is like the one that Bowie did, and then the second one, which is was it 97? Yeah, the 97 Iggy Pop, like the remix of it. So I'll see which one I like better. I don't know off the top of my head. I don't even know which one I listen to really on Apple Music. And also a full color booklet with new pictures and essays, 16 pages. So with an album that's this important to me, that's one of those things that I'm like, I'm definitely going to warrant buying this because I'm going to read that because of how much this album means to me. I mean, it changed everything. It changed the way I think of vocal performances and how you can really play the guitar, because, I am a guitar player, and it's just like, it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to fit the song, and it's like, you don't have to hit all these chords perfectly, and let all the notes ring out and do everything, and I'm not obviously saying any of the guitar playing is bad, it's awesome, and just the bass work, the drumming just has to be fast, and the energy in the vocals. I mean, Iggy Pop is a legend for a reason. This is the back of it. I'm just going to show you guys this, and I don't actually know what it's going to look like inside. I know there's a gatefold, so I hope that there's an awesome picture in it, but let's open it up and see. A very sleek look. This is one of those that, like, I'm going to set up a few displays for albums throughout my room for, like, records, and this one will definitely be it. Let's see what the picture is inside. Well, that's cool. We got a nice black and white picture of the whole band here. Oh my god, if I can fit it in frame. There we go. We got some quotes here from people. Living in London, working out new material, practicing recording, and a new gig was and still is a young musician's dream. All these other things that I will definitely read here. So this is the first one. Oh, they got this weird kind of square circular thing. I think this is the original, remastered original 1973 David Bowie mix. We got this nice orange there, just on black vinyl, classic. Okay, got that there. I don't love the square type look, but again, this is not like a new release or anything. I just saw it in the store and really wanted to make a video about it because I feel like I don't really talk a lot about punk on my channel. And then, okay, here we go. We got the second one. Oh, actually, here's the booklet first. So this is the Raw Power got a son called Rock and Roll. If there ever was a record that lived up to its name, Iggy and the Stooges' Raw Power is it. Released in 1973, it documents the band during a brief period of cohesion before it exploded in bloody drug-fueled madness. Savagely bombastic, it is perhaps the first record that can truly be called punk, yet the songs have a beauty and complexity that make it more than that. Absolutely. I mean, that's the picture. This is on the back. Just hilarious. You know, you got the order of it. The musicians: Iggy Pop, James Williamson, Ron Ashton, and Scott Ashton. I think I'm saying that right. And then all these, I probably shouldn't show some of these on YouTube, but all this stuff, very big writing and like text and all this stuff that I'm 100% going to read. Some awesome pictures in here as well. And then that second album, I assume, yeah, it's put in the same type of thing. And the middle is the same type of color, which I'm surprised they didn't like make this one red or something, but you know, whatever. This is the Iggy Pop mix, the remix to make it sound better. And I heard stories about how like the master tapes and all that were destroyed or something, so I'll probably update on my Instagram story or Twitter or something which version I like better, because I'm gonna go listen to these right as I'm editing this video. But I just wanted to make this quick, short, unexpected video talking about this album and specifically this release. I just think it's cool that it has both mixes. A lot of you probably own this, but for me, being such a big fan of this album, and this album changed everything for me. I mean, I noticed in my guitar playing, I stopped caring about other things when playing these type of songs. Because obviously, I mean, if you play a song that's just specifically about picking and it's like you gotta hit all the notes, but if I'm playing a punk song, I don't have to worry about making sure every single little note rings out every single time I hit it. And that's what an album like this showed me. It didn't say be lazy or anything, it just said have fun with it and make some awesome music. And I mean, I just gotta thank all the members of the Stooges here, and of course Iggy Pop, and of course David Bowie, because we can thank him for every single thing in this world. But thank you all for watching. If you have this, or if you have an album, specifically a punk rock album, that really changed everything for you, let me know what it is down below. All I need now is Funhouse from the Stooges. Thank you all for watching. I will see you guys next time. Over and out.